Hey guys, welcome to lesson 28. We're going to do some more geometry today. Relatively short lesson, so let's knock it out here. So we're going to talk about lines. You should know these terms, so if you need to write these down, go ahead and write them down, just for reference. Intersecting lines, to intersect means that the lines cross each other. Parallel lines look like this, they never meet. Of course, I'm saying lines. If I write a line, I should have an arrow on the end of it because they theoretically go off in infinite directions, in infinite both directions. Parallel means that they would never meet, ever. They would just keep going on and never intersect at all. Perpendicular lines look like this, and I won't draw the arrows in all of them. And what a perpendicular line has, that little symbol, you should know that is a right angle. So perpendicular lines intersect in a way that gives you a right angle. The measure of a right angle is 90 degrees. Okay? An oblique two lines, they intersect basically and they don't give you a right angle. Okay, all right. An angle, you should know, basically an angle is made up of two rays. Remember what a ray is? Like you have a line segment that stops and then a line that goes infinitely in both directions. And then a ray has a point at the end, but it goes off infinite in that direction in one direction. And an angle is made up of two rays, so it looks something like this. There. The vertex is right there. Make sure you know what a vertex is. Vertex, that word comes from Latin. The plural of vertex is vertices, so just FYI. Naming angles, it's best to name them like homeschool names like Bethany Grace, Josiah Courage, Zephaniah Boldness. Any girl's name should be graced in the middle, and guy's name, it should rhyme with it should rhyme with Obadiah. Obadiah, Zephaniah, Zechariah, Malachiah, Zerubbabel, Papaya, all those things. There's a good homeschool. No, don't name your angles that. Okay. Let's say there's here. Let's go an angle like this. Let's say there's a point right there. Sometimes in these rays and these angles, you'll have different letters. Let's say this is going to be. That'll be A, and then that'll be B, and that'll be, of course, Q. So we name an angle with the vertex in the middle if there are 3 points on that angle. So in this case, sometimes they go like this to show that it's like an angle. So you could say A, B, Q, or if you wanted to, you could go B. Oh, excuse me, I'm wrong. It'd be Q, B, A. Now notice both times the B's are in the middle. All right. If you had just an angle like this and it just had this point B, well, it would just be angle B. That's it. You would say angle B. That's all. So, but you had something like this though. Let's say you had a couple of angles next to each other, like this. And we'll talk more about this later. And let's say this is A, and let's say there are some points here. Let's say there's a B. Let's say there's an R, and let's say this is an F or something. All right. Now you couldn't just say, "Oh yeah, I like angle A." Oh, angle A, because the person would go, "Angle A, like, which one do you mean? Do you mean B, A, F, the big one, like that goes from here, there, and there, or do you mean B-A-R, this one right there? Or do you mean R-A-F, that one right here? I mean, because that's 3 different angles. So you can't just say, oh, in this case, oh, angle A, because that won't work. You need to be more specific. So there we go. All right. Angles, make sure you know the definition of these. If you need to write these down, go ahead and do it. A right angle looks like this. It looks nothing like that. Okay, it looks kind of like that. That's a right angle, a 90-degree angle. An obtuse angle looks something like this. It is more than 90 degrees. This part right here is more than 90 degrees. And an acute angle is, you could probably guess, less than 90 degrees. That's pretty much all you need to do about the types of angles right at this point. All right, name the acute angle and the obtuse angle. Well, remember, an acute angle is less than 90, and obtuse is more than 90, okay? The acute angle, there's 2 ways to name the acute angle. You could say angle RMQ, right? You see it right here? Or what else could you name it? QMR, right? Okay. You wouldn't want to say, oh, angle M. We can't do that because that's not possible. We need more specific on that. The obtuse angle, there's two ways to name that as well. You could either say that's SMR, or you could say RMS. That's how you name the obtuse angle. Oh wait, and Grace needs to be the middle name. It's a girl. Okay. In this figure, angle D is a right angle. Which other angle is a right angle? Which angle is obtuse? Which angle is acute? Okay, well you tell me which one of those are, which one is other one's right angle, which angle is acute, and which angle is obtuse. Pause it if you want to and go ahead and answer those questions. Okay, well, which other angle is a right angle? Well, obviously this is, right? Angle C. Now you could say, if you wanted to, you could just call this angle C, because nothing else, there's only one thing you can say, oh, that's angle C. You could also name it DCB. You could also name it BCD. That's okay too. All right, the other one, the angle that's acute is this angle here. And again, you could name this just angle A if you wanted to. Or you could just say it's angle DAB or BAD. That's okay too. The obtuse angle is, of course, this one, which you could just say angle B because there's no other competition. That's the only one. You could call it CBA or ABC if you wanted to. And there you go. That's the angles. Okay, let's try the practice set. And in the practice set, we're going to do, let's go ahead and do chunks of these at one time. And let's try A first. Just do A first. Pause it and try A. It's on page 144. The answer to A is, I can't help you. I have no idea what your thumb and your forefinger, are going to look like if they're all like this. That's beyond my help. Okay. So let's try B, C, and D all together. When you're finished B, C, and D, then go ahead and unpause it. So pause it again. Okay. Obtuse, right, and acute, of course. Alrighty, let's try E and F all together. Pause it and try E and F. All right, E and F, one's obtuse and one is right. All right, let's try G. Okay, G is going to be 1 and 3. G has, their acute angles, angle 1 and angle 3, this top right and the bottom left. All right, try H and I together, then unpause it. Okay, I just do it. That's the answer to H and I. Okay, name an obtuse angle. Let's do J and K together. So pause it and do J and K. We'll finish up here. Okay, J and K, F and G. There we go. That's all there is to it. Okay, have fun with those today. Little change of pace with some angles and stuff. You might enjoy geometry a little more than the arithmetic stuff. If you do, have fun. If not, have fun anyway. See you next time.